Hello, fabulous Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2015, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. In the context of love, as we move towards the later part of the month, it really does kick off an important 4-week cycle for you that speaks to you understanding more deeply what love requires, what you want, and where you are. Taking an honest evaluation as part of preparation for the love that is surely set to either teach you even more lessons or likely to present itself to you next month. So of course I'll be here to talk about it then. We're going to have a new moon in your opposite sign, and when that happens, there's always somebody there. Someone does show up. There's always some development, some clarity, some understanding in the context of love, where you are and where you desire to go. But again, I'll be here to talk about it then. For now, so much of the focus is on you. It is on your own sense of self, your own sense of being honest with yourself and your emotions. We've got this full moon happening in your sign later in the month, and it is standing across from Mercury, across from Saturn as well. This to me does suggest that you are really looking at yourself in a way that is very honest. Now, what I don't want, and what I'm going to encourage you not to do, is look at yourself in a way that is harsh, okay? Make love the priority. Make viewing yourself through the eyes of love the priority. Because there is a level of honesty that is going to come up, and that's always good, right? Honesty coming forward, your true feelings coming forward, acknowledging the reality of where you are in your emotional life and your emotional fulfillment. That is a good thing, because by doing that, you're able to open yourself up to even greater love. But it is when you are overly critical, anybody, right? When we're overly critical, we're not helping ourselves, right? There's a certain truth that brings peace and that brings an understanding of which way to go now. And then there is a perspective that might not be as true because it's being overly critical and not taking into account that you are exactly where it is that you need to be and that there is a perfection playing out for you. So we've got this full moon happening, helping you to finally admit what maybe you didn't want to see. And with Saturn standing across the sky, there might be a little bit of self-criticism, but you don't need to give into that. This can also lead to or speak to an experience in love that is showing you what it is that you deserve, what it is that you want. So whether this experience, whether you would define it as positive or negative, whether this is somebody that you've had a connection with in the past or not, chances are some part of you is going to awaken to, is going to have the awareness that you actually deserve to experience a real sense of emotional fulfillment and not settle for something that doesn't fit that bill. Not settle for just having the presence of somebody there, but actually having a genuine connection take place for you. So this particular full moon, if you are in an established bond, will play out very strongly. And this is and has to do with coming to an agreement, starting to talk things out, look at and honestly evaluate the relationship. Where is it that it expresses some truth? Where is it that it is maybe not doing that as well as you would like? And also there's an element playing out here where I do think that for some of you, a small percentage of you, it might be that you need to show up or be more mature, be more adult, or in some way be present for a partner. Now, this might not be something that they can control. This might not be something that necessarily is bad, but it does look like there's a part of you, especially in an established bond, that is realizing that whether it's that you need to give more or just need to show up more, that there is this other person in the bond with you, and they are in some way reflecting you, speaking to you about who you are and what you believe. And also there's a real understanding now that how much of what you've manifested in this relationship might really be about you. It might not be about what this other person is doing or what's happening with this other person's life, but much more about you and your expectations and your behaviors and what it is that you are bringing forward. So we have this energy playing out in established bonds. If you are getting to know somebody, I think that this is going to be an energy that speaks to feeling, there's a couple of things playing out here. One is this person really showing you who they are, right? There's a very strong sense of a dose of reality as to who this person is. And you can decide what you're going to do with that, where you're going to move forward with that. But if there's been any fantasy, any, sort of head in clouds with someone that you've been getting to know, this full moon is not going to let you keep doing that. This full moon is going to say to you, okay, look, this is who this person really is. Are you okay with that? How do you feel about that? And in the process, you will end up learning a lot about yourself. There certainly will be somebody there you can talk it through with, and that will help you to understand what's happening in matters of heart that much more as well. For those of you open to meeting somebody new, this is, this energy is kind of serious. And again, it's so focused on you. It is possible that you may draw somebody into your life now who in some way has a very seriousness about them, okay? So you might draw somebody into your life now who just really wants to be in a committed relationship, might be a little bit older than you, might have more serious circumstances, like if you're, free and single and globetrotting and they have like 6 kids. So these are the types of situations you want to consider, because you may attract somebody like that into your life right about now, who's got some really adult responsibilities is really what it comes down to. Does it fit into your life or not? That's going to be a part of what you need to ask yourself. What I love about this month for you is that it is about you, and you see that it's about you. Very soon, next month, it'll be about somebody else, and that's awesome. But this month is about you seeing who you are and seeing how it is that your own sense of self has manifested your reality in matters of heart and in matters of emotional fulfillment. And where there is a disconnect, you're getting honest with yourself and you're taking steps towards experiencing the type of emotional connection and self-care and care from another as well. You're taking steps to move yourself in that direction of a love that ultimately will feel that much more rewarding, whether it's the love that you have now or the love that you're going to be open to. It is you that is being prepared on a heart level to welcome in something sweeter and something more.